Hi there, this is Beth from the Sterling Public Library, and I'm here to talk about a couple more books in our young adult department. Sorry I didn't have a video last week. Things were kind of crazy in the country last week, and I was kind of watching the news more than I was reading books, so I'm back this week. So the first one I want to talk to you about is, I'm kind of cheating because this is the book I'm going to talk about, and it is not brand new, but it's the first in a duology. And the second one, though it's fairly new, this one just came out last year. And I don't like to read the first book in a series until they're all written because I hate cliffhangers and not knowing what's going to happen. So I did just read this book because the second one is written now. But I'm going to talk to you about the first one. And this is called Spin the Dawn, and it's by Elizabeth Lim, and it's a fantasy. And I'm going to read you the first line. Ask me to spin the finest yarn or thread, and I can do it faster than any man, even with my eyes closed. So this book is about Maya, and her father is a tailor. And the world the fantasy world that this book takes place in is sort of based on Chinese culture. So she's the daughter of a tailor, and she's very talented. She's very good at sewing. She's a very good tailor, much better than her brothers, and even her father. She's better than. But in the culture she lives in, the woman can't be a tailor. It's got to be a man. So she just sort of helps her father in his shop. Well, it turns out that the royal tailor dies, and so the emperor decides to hold a contest to find out, to find the best tailor in the land. And Maya's father gets invited because of a dress that he sold to some high-ranking official. Well, it turns out that Maya actually made that dress. And she doesn't, she worries that her father is not up to the task because he's kind of sick also. So she decides to dress as a boy and go posing as her brother. So she goes to the palace to enter this contest to be the royal tailor. And when she gets there, things are a lot different than she imagined. It's not just sewing and designing, but there's a lot of politics, and there's a lot of backbiting, and there's a lot of other stuff going on that she had no idea about. It turns out that things happen, and she ends up getting challenged to go to make these three mythical dresses. And she has to do it. And so she ends up going on this journey to find the materials with the royal enchanter. And so things happen. I don't really tell you, but it's exciting. There's a lot of action. There's a little bit of romance. There's, it deals with gender roles also, obviously, because of the male-female thing. I really liked the main character, Maya. I liked the magic system. I liked the action. I liked the story. And I just finished it yesterday, and I'm most likely going to start this one today because I'm kind of excited to see what happens. So there's that one. The other one I want to talk about is this one. And this came out in 2019, I think. It's called The How and the Why by Cynthia Hand. And it's in the realistic fiction genre. And let me read you the first line. Dear X, today Melly has us writing letters to our babies. So this is about Cassie, who's, I can't remember if she's a junior or senior in high school, but she's great parents, she's good friends, she deals with typical high school stuff about where she's going to go to college or the boy she has a crush on or whatever, but she also is dealing with her mother who's having some serious physical issues. And the other thing that she deals with is that she knows she's adopted, and she's wondering about her birth mother. Why did her birth mother give her up? And so this book is told in alternating viewpoints between Cassie and her life and dealing with the things she's dealing with, and letters that her birth mother wrote while she was pregnant to her, which is what the first line was. And it's really, really interesting and really good. I love the characters in this book. Cassie's great, and her birth mother, you really you get to learn her character through the letters. that you get to read. And Cassie, you know, trying to figure out who she is, you know, she still loves her parents, and, you know, she's not trying to replace them, but she just really wants to know why, you know, and it's just a really, really, really good book. I absolutely loved it. And so I would, if you guys like realistic fiction, check this one out. It's super good. Okay, that's all I have today. I will see you next time. Have a good week.